John, just how different was Senior Bowl week this time around in Mobile, Alabama?
Well, it was different in the sense of obviously every morning having to get up and get your COVID testing in the auditorium. You had 15 minutes with each player, and they had 2 tables where you had 4 scouts. We brought 8 scouts down here to represent the Jets, and we had 4 to each table, and you had 1 prospect where you can, in those 15 minutes, be able to kind of talk through a plexiglass, which was kind of difficult at times because some young men are low talkers, and you had to get them to kind of speak up a little bit and just try to get as much information as you can out of them in those 15 minutes. Just kind of get a feel of their personality and the mental aspect, what they've learned this week at the Senior Bowl.
This recent Senior Bowl definitely has presented a chance for scouts to see players in person, and then probably above and beyond that to be able to interview them at night. And the organization of that at night has been about a 4-hour period of time from 7 to 11 p.m. But they've rolled every single player through every single team. So I think there were 136 players down here, the largest rosters they've ever had because they built in replacements in case there was a COVID outbreak. But nevertheless, it's the first time that I'm aware of, guys, and Eric, that the teams really did have access to every single player at an allotted time.
Just the reduction in the number of informal interviews that you can have has been significant. And you'll get 2 players at the same time. You get 32 guys throughout each night. Then you get coverage of every guy. You get at least 15 minutes face-to-face with them.
What are the next steps in the college scouting process? Because typically we'd be targeting the combine. Now it seems like the focus is going to shift to pro days.
Yeah, I think, Eric, really in the immediacy after the Senior Bowl, of course, we'll go back and watch all the tape from these practices and fill in the blanks of things that you couldn't see live. And then, of course, the junior list is now available. We know who all the juniors are that are entering the draft. So that'll be some catch up on juniors that declared that maybe we didn't expect or don't have a grade on yet. So we'll be doing that here over the next few weeks. And then, of course, we have our first major round of meetings in the month of February ahead of what will be a compromised combine in terms of evaluations, the on the field testing and all. There will be medicals of some kind, which is always the most important aspect of the combine. And then really after that, I would say probably from March 1st going forward, everyone will be building out the schedules for these pro days. And there's a lot of work to be done. I think that our guys and our staff have done a ton of work. I know it's been totally different working from home in many respects, but at the same time, the volume of work has still been relatively the same because we've all continued to watch the tapes and do the Zoom calls and those sorts of things. We just haven't been able to do them on campus.
Scouts now are allowed to make phone calls especially underclassmen. And so right now what the scouts are doing is they're getting on the phones with some of these young men to do further interviews on these guys. If it's through a phone call or if we set it up through a Zoom call, we obviously have to make sure that we're reporting this to the league office as to what we're doing because there are restrictions there. But we're doing that now. And then mid-February, we will have the scouts set up a team Microsoft where we'll just kind of really start introducing the draft class to Joe. I mean, I know he's been really heavy into the pro side right now, and now he's going to start hearing about the college players.
We'll have about a week, 7 or 8 days that we'll have meetings and go through, our fall reports, all-star game wrap-ups, and it usually kind of serves as a ramp up to the combine. But without the combine this year, we pushed the meetings back another week to give guys a little more time to, review some more fall tape, review the all-star games, and then, just get some more character information leading up to it. So, yeah, the next step for us is going to be pro days, trying to get those coordinated in terms of logistics. And I'm sure there's going to be some challenges with schools having pro days on same days. So could be pretty spread thin throughout the country here throughout March.